the big thing that I felt like I really had some control over was finally buying property and bringing her out here to see it. And that is one of the last moments of that I vividly remember of us together. And we had several moments before we lost her, but she came down November 2018, which is when I had just got, I got the property in November 2017. Yeah, November 20. Yeah. And Richard was coming down to move to move to Atlanta. And I'll never forget my mom being a little salty that I offered her an invite after Bridget was going to move in. She's like, no, I want to be the first guest. Like, I want to be.
No, our parents got some serious pride, okay?
But I loved it. It was just, and I made that adjustment, right? Because she did not ask for anything of me other than to like be out on my own doing my, not needing her to feed me beyond 18, and clothe me. She was just like, she was proud. But with her saying this is the one thing that she
like, you gonna have me here for y'all, because don't hung the moon,
It's like, okay.
Joy, so.
But so that was a really big deal for me. I wanted her to be able to see something that our family had never done before. So manifestation for me in a nutshell has looked like doing something that my parents had not done, that their parents had not done. I wanted them to see that they were a part of me breaking some generational patterns. And I'm manifesting a life where I continue to break patterns. One thing that I talk a lot about in my work is that the women in my family don't live to be grandmothers, at least on my mom's side. So I've been manifesting a healthy life, or one that allows me to be here as long as I possibly can so that I can be a grandmother. And maybe there's an opportunity for a great girl. Who knows? Listen, apparently if you take a shot of Cavassier every day, it keeps the circulation going.
Oh my God.
Taking in that ministry until a doctor tells me it's okay to do so. But, I also may have heard it from a Black person who was a big fan of Hennessy. We'll talk about that in
Oh my gosh. There was that old lady. Why am I calling her an old lady?
Yeah. Cavassier is what isn't it cognac? That's another time.
Listen, she's older, she's alive, and she owes it to...
Is she the one in Harlem?
I think so. She said she owed it to some dark alcohol. And who are we to tell her?
So I'm manifesting a life where I'm taking a shot of Henny every day so that I'm keeping the circulation going. But yeah, I would say that's the role manifestation has played in my life. How do I make my family proud by doing things they have not gotten to witness?
Yeah, and I will say, like, between the two of us, like, when we put generational, not curses, but like those negative cycles, when we put that to bed, we put it to bed, okay? It's done, it's buried, it's gone. Mm-hmm. So Joan will be a great grandma. We manifesting right now in this video.
Or when your best friends manifest for you. How about that?
Yes. Joan, you will live to be a great grandma, maybe possibly great. We grew up on processed food, so I don't know. But it's something in the chicken nuggets. But as long as I grew up eating chicken nuggets.
I would hope that that's out of our system by now. Every 7 years, our bodies like.
Put the chicken nuggets down so you can manifest a long, healthy life.
Vegan nuggets. Vegan nuggets. If you need a recipe, let me know. Tabitha Brown is onto something. I made her vegan egg the other day, and I just want y'all to know they are just as good as they looked in her video. Anyway,
and that's real. That's another video for another time. But yeah, so That is one way that I think I see it in you, and any conversation I had with Joy, I saw it in you too. You are the twinkle, you know, the little twinkle, the glitter, the joy, the pride, all of that. You were all of that for Joy. So, you know, you are the manifestation in that sense. Sometimes you can be someone's manifestation too. Y'all go be somebody's manifestation.
You never know who you're inspiring to dream beyond the parameters that they've been given. You know, when we were in Harlem, the ceiling we were told to dream at was college, and college was a really high ceiling for for some people, but it wasn't for us. We knew that there had to be something after college, because no one's going to take care of you after college. I mean, in some ways there will be people who will, but the expectation is that you do something with this, with this degree. I think with anything we manifest, we just have to be willing to take in what people around us are bringing to the table, right? Like, you help me dream bigger. I hope that I help you dream.
Of course.
And just bigger, vertically. It can be bigger. It's all the different ways we can be dreaming. I just think it's important that we surround ourselves with people who help us manifest things, because I cannot manifest things on my own. Sometimes I need to hear somebody say, "Oh, did you know that this was a possibility?" For me to be like, "Oh, for me, but they take applications over."
Hey, thank you.
But it's being open. For me, at least, that would be one of the gems. When it comes to manifestation, be open to the voices of influence around you who you trust and respect, right? Just because you have a dream of doing X, Y, and Z doesn't mean that your friend coming in and saying, "Well, actually, did you know that A, B, and C are also aligned with what you're telling me you want from your life," right? And the Capricorn in me will sometimes be like, "No, I said it was going to be X, Y, Z." Like, so it's going to be X, Y, Z. But I think it's important to have people who, like Bridget. Bridget is the type, I'll tell her my plan is X, Y, and Z, and she'll be like, "Yeah, but X is crooked." So, like, what? And why don't make no sense to me? You know what I mean? Bring the things that you want for your future to people who you trust want the best for your future. And that would be one gem, I would say, because those people are gonna help you let go of a thing that you may have been holding on to for the wrong reasons. Like, I was holding on to being a judge for the wrong reason. I wanted to be, I didn't want to live in poverty anymore. And I thought being a judge was the only way I was going to not live in poverty. And then I realized Cardi B made more than
Louis Jones' hoop dreams, her version of hoop dreams. Recognize your hoop dreams. Like, not all of us can be b-ballers. And
okay, what are some, okay, so that was one closing gem. What's another closing gem you have for the people?
Coming off of your gem, when those people show up, be grateful. Don't turn it away, but also go the step further, go the mile further to reciprocate and be grateful. Sometimes we lose sight of, how much it took, how much help it took, how much it actually took. It's never, we're not working in isolation. We're not manifesting in isolation. Like, it takes a team. It takes a squad. It takes, the lady on the corner who you always pass by, and she keeps telling you this one thing for years, and all of a sudden it makes sense to you in a way that it didn't before. So, she's part of it too, right? Like, gratitude costs nothing. Gratitude and reciprocity costs not a damn thing in the long scheme, right?